Hello everyone, good morning. My name is B Pavan and my roll number is 20955A0411 and my concept video topic for digital design through Verilog is differences between a task and a function. First, let us understand what is meant by a task and then we can understand what is meant by function and we can understand what is meant by a task and a function in Verilog and the differences between a task and a function in normal and differences between a task and a function in Verilog. First we have to know what is meant by a task. A task is a piece of work to be done, especially one done regularly, unwillingly or with difficulty. We usually ask interviewers to perform a few simple tasks on the computer just to test their aptitude. The government now faces the daunting task of reconstructing the entire health service. What is function? Let us understand what is meant by a function. A function is a piece of work to be done, especially one done regularly, unwillingly, or with difficulty. We usually ask interviewers to perform a few simple tasks on the computer just to test their aptitude. The government now faces the daunting task of restructuring the entire health service. Generally, in general cases, the functions are classified into different types. They are the types of functions can be broadly classified into four types based on elements. Here, the functions are classified based on different aspects. So here we have classified the functions based on elements. The first type of function is one-to-one function, and the second type of function is many-to-one function, and the third type of function is on-to function, and the fourth type of function is one-to-one, and the fifth type of function is onto function, and sixth one is into function. Differences between a task and a function. It is in general the distinctions between tasks and functions. A function returns a single value. A task does not return a value. The main difference between task and function is function returns a value but a task does not return any value. The purpose of a function is to respond to an input value by returning a single value. The main purpose of a function is to respond to an input value by returning a single value. A task can support multiple goals and can calculate multiple results, whereas a task can support multiple goals and can calculate multiple result values. Differences between task and function in Verilog system. Procedures and tasks can have more than one input and more than one output. Functions have a single output but can have more than one input. Procedures and functions in VHDL can be called only from within process. Tasks and functions in Verilog can be called only from within always or initial. The tasks and functions in Verilog can be called only from within always or initial. Here we can see briefly about the difference between tasks, functions and tasks. The first point is functions can enable just another function, that is can call another function but not task. But the tasks can enable other tasks and functions. Functions can execute in zero simulation time, but the task may execute in non-zero simulation time. In functions, no timing control statements allowed, whereas in tasks may contain any timing control statements. In functions, at least one input is required, but whereas in tasks it may have arbitrary input, output or in-out. In functions, it returns only a single value, but whereas in tasks it does not it do not return any such type of values. This type of differences can be said as main differences between a task and a function. The main difference is function returns a value but the task does not return any type of values.